More and more people are trying to quit smoking and vaping as we learn more about the health impacts, but the addiction certainly hard to break.
UMass researchers recently conducted a study to try to find the best ways for people to kick the habit. Western Mass News reporter Reagan Stoddard has more on those findings.
Although smoking cigarettes has become less popular than in previous years, the emergence of e-cigarettes and vapes took its place and is still a major addiction amongst Americans. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, smoking kills 480,000 Americans every year. Researchers at UMass Amherst conducted a study to find the safest and best ways to quit smoking and vaping. Western Mass News spoke with Jamie Hartman-Boyce, an assistant professor of health policy and management at UMass Amherst, who has been researching e-cigarettes and vaping for over 10 years.
It looks like the most promising interventions are varenicline, which is a prescription medication that you can get from a doctor to help you with quitting smoking.
This medication was found to be a more prominent solution for older people that smoke.
So there were promising results for a specific text message intervention that was tested in adolescents and young adults.
Hartman-Boyce said the most alarming information they found was in some cases, parents encouraged their kids to switch from vaping to smoking cigarettes.
And it's really important that anyone listening knows that smoking is more harmful than vaping nicotine.
Hartman-Boyce says this study will continue to be updated and researched in the future. Reporting for Western Mass News, I'm Reagan Stoddard.